Let's go. Keeping it real. We're back with B-Ball Paul, Burns, Buckley, and myself.
The usual crew.
Going on the top 5 favorite. Top 5 favorite athletes of all time. I'm pretty sure a lot of those are Boston fans, but Boston players, because we're Boston fans, but
It'll be good.
it'll be good.
We'll reminisce, it'll be fun.
Buckley, you're up first.
Buckley's up first.
Alright. So honorable mention to Kevin Durant, but number 5, I'm gonna give it to J.K. Dobbins. Yeah, I knew you guys were Random. No. He's
Are you serious?
He's the guy that got me into college, like really into college football. People like really saw him in college. He was a Heisman finalist, one of the best college football players I've seen in my entire life. Went to Ohio State. He really got me into that team. He's the reason I like that team as much as I do to this day.
Alright, just 5 J.K. Dobbins.
My 5
J.K. Dobbins
is going to be Tuukka Rask. I think he was one of the best goalies I've ever watched. Obviously, when I was growing up, that's who I watched, and I think he was just that guy in the net for the Bruins.
Yes.
And hopefully, Jeremy Swayman can be that guy.
So my 5th was also going to be Tuukka, but I don't want to say the same, so I'll switch it up. I'm going to go with Al Horford.
That's a great pick.
Older, reliable. He's been with us just for so long.
Yeah.
Had so many good moments. Just seeing him win a ring now, he's a Celtics legend. Cannot say one bad thing about Al Horford.
Number 5, Jaylen Brown. I mean, he's been unreal. I mean, that's what? He's unreal.
It's not bad.
Why is it such a bad pick?
That's Finals MVP.
I have his jersey, Finals MVP, sick player. Been with us now 8 years, unreal. Just gotten better. It literally has gotten better every single year. He's a top 15 player in the NBA now. I don't know why Will should laugh at you for that. Disrespectful to
I think
Jaylen
he's
Brown.
top 5 then. Boston now, please.
I mean, you got all my grew up watching.
He won you a chip.
Literally grew
That's
up
all you
watching.
can say.
Exactly.
He won you a chip.
Alright, at number 4, I'm gonna go Marcus Smart. If we could have won that championship with him, it would have been awesome. He's still I like him more than any player that was on that championship winning team. He was always my favorite on those Celtics teams. He was the heart and soul of that team for the longest time. I just can't say a bad thing about Marcus Smart. Great defensive player of the year.
He had to be very good. It was just something.
Sadly, might have been.
My number 4 is Big Poppy, Gabriel Ortiz.
Great pick.
Just the excitement he brought when you were a kid. Especially they were so good. There's not much to say. He's just that good. He's that guy for him.
My 4th, I'm going to go with Bruce Bergeron. Just best two-way center, best two-way forward ever. Just so great. Just so many good moments with him. Always, one of my favorite thing was he was always banged up in the playoffs. Always
Played through it.
played through anything.
Game 6, 2013, punctured lung, right?
Played through anything. It just resembled Boston so well.
Yeah.
He's the best.
Captain, ultimate captain.
True Boston.
Alright, number 4, Kevin Garnett, my first favorite basketball player. He's the heart and soul of that championship team in 08. That's the first memory I have watching the Celtics. And he was just the best. He was the best. Big ticket. One of the greatest defensive players ever. I'd say top 20 player all time. Kevin Garnett.
Kevin Garnett was a good one. He was really close to my list as well. But number 3 for me, I'm going to go with Nathan Horton.
Wow, that's a
He's
good one.
probably my favorite Bruin of all time. He's just such a gritty player, always was scoring at the right time, always getting us back into games. Just such a Bruins legend. It sucked that his career had to get cut short to injuries, but just a great guy, honestly, to have on the team.
Alright, my 3rd favorite athlete of all time, Ronnie James.
Here, Christian,
We're going Jason Tatum. I think he's the franchise. That's who he is, the Boston Celtics. Obviously, Jalen Brown's is running it, but I think he is the reason the Celtics are going to do good this year. Certainly the biggest reason last year. Jalen Brown did play better in the finals. Finals were both of them played really good, but Jalen Brown's defense proved why he was going to be another guy. I think this is Jason Tatum's year, not only for that, but I think he can make a good run for MVP.
Give us top 5, one of your favorite athletes.
Favorite
athlete?
Yeah.
One of your favorite athletes.
You gotta
You
do
don't
it.
guess speaker.
Oh, you can't say injuries.
Get it.
You can't say
put me on the
you
spot.
can't
I
say
don't know.
Bronny James.
You can't say
My third's gonna be Russell Westbrook.
Wow, that's
He's probably my favorite he's my favorite basketball player ever. Just so good in his
Love
prime.
playing.
Just so good. He's the GOAT.
He needs a
He's
ring.
the GOAT. He needs a ring.
Come to Celtics.
He's just the GOAT.
My number 3 is David Ortiz. I mean, everything Will said, most clutch player in Boston sports that I watched growing up. Brought us like 3 championships in my lifetime. Unreal, David Ortiz. Will already said so.
I'm drawing a blank right now.
You can't think of anyone in your top 5.
I mean, I can. I mean, it's stupid, but like Braun, obviously, I'm not gonna say those. But, yeah, I'm gonna go with Dak Prescott.
Okay.
Cowboys.
So,
I ain't gonna lie.
Zeke Elliott.
What about Porzingis?
Honestly, he's my favorite. He's my favorite subject right now.
Love Porzingis.
Yeah, I love him. If he could just stay healthy, he would be a top 5 center. Absolutely. There's no
His
way.
impact.
I mean, no, like there was a preseason game last year. I think it was against the Knicks, and the way he was moving already, it was almost like say it was like Wemby. But like if he can just stay healthy, move like that, and stays like he's
I'm real true.
absolutely.
Alright, Bucky.
alright. So for my number 2, I was between a couple guys, but it's gonna be Danny Amendola. He was my like one of my first ever like athletes that I just like fell in love with as a kid. Like I had his jersey in I think like the 4th grade. My parents gave me the jersey. I had a jersey. I had everything. Watch all those games. I would always get so excited when Amendola would get a catch. It was like having fun for the first time. Like literally like just such an exciting moment whenever Amendola would catch a pass for me.
2015, like those.
2015, 2013, 2014, like just the golden age of the Patriots. Classy player, honestly.
My number 2, Tom Brady, obviously.
Okay, good pick.
Go to football, best quarterback, all those championships. You know, we got spoiled growing up with them. And I think part of his legacy is going over the Bucks and winning a championship in 1 year. I think that really proves that. Now he's different. Like he's different.
My number 2 is gonna be the Costco guys.
Let's go.
Okay, mine's also Tom Brady at 2. He's the GOAT. There's so many good memories of him. He's just the best.
My number 2 is Jason Tatum. Everything that Will said. The most underrated superstar I think in the NBA to this day still. After all that he's accomplished, Jason Tatum, my number 2.
Okay, number 1, Tom. I don't even need to say anything else. He made my childhood what it was. That's all I really need to say.
My number 1, a lot of people close to me know this. My favorite basketball player ever. First, number 0, for the Celtics, Avery Bradley.
Wow.
You know, that's kind of someone I modeled my game after growing up, and I just loved how he played and who he was. And I was sad when he let him go. I was sad when he put in the Lakers, but he was my favorite athlete always as a kid.
My favorite is the one and only Zdeno Chara. Just, I loved watching him. He was so good. Just my favorite moment of Chara is when he broke his jaw in the 2019 run. Breaks it in the Eastern Conference Finals. He can't talk. He's eating out of a tube.
Yeah.
He comes out to game 1, plays with the cage on, and when they introduce him, the lights are shining on him. Everyone just goes crazy for him.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's the best. It might be my favorite
That's
moments,
awesome.
like Boston sports moment. He's the best.
Alright, number 1, without a doubt for me, is Isaiah Thomas. Made me really truly fall in love with basketball when I was like 12, 13. Has some of the craziest performances I've ever seen.
Oh,
You just said LeBron?
say LeBron?
No, it's top 5.
You just said LeBron?
It's obviously not top
Dude,
5.
your sheets in your bed now. Go to LeBron. I was got top 5.
Alright, I'm starting this over. Number 1, so there's no corruption, is Isaiah Thomas. Number 4, is the man who brought back Celtics basketball when we were all in middle school. Some of the craziest performances I've ever seen from a guy his size. Dropped 53 in the playoffs. Lost his sister, dropped 50 on his birthday, lost his tooth, doesn't matter. He's the fucking man. I love Isaiah Thomas. Favorite athlete ever.
He was close to my list.
He was close.
Yeah,
He's close. He's
You
definitely.
guys want to do some? Why do you guys want to do around and mention some honorable mentions? Just some guys that you were thinking maybe.
You already used it on
but-
mentions.
You said actually the sleep out of that is actually fun.
I probably would.
Of course, I had 5 Boston athletes over. Yeah, obviously.
At least you know J.K. Dobbins.